Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and the biggest question I've been asked in the last few days is, hey, will you cover the Rich Piana sucker punch incident? I've done a lot of informative content, so what the hell? Let me go ahead and just cover this bit of gossip, drama, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. Alright, so essentially what happened, and everyone is talking about this, what I've seen is less than a 20-second video clip of Rich Piana instigating something yet again. He's always getting in some slapping or fighting competition or something with someone. Seems like that's kind of what he does, and it also seems like people really care. They're entertained by this, which I don't know. That's an interesting thing in and of itself, that people are so obsessed with it and entertained by this stuff. But he was starting some argument with someone who I've never heard of before. I'm not sure what his name is supposed to be, whether it's Mac Trucc or Mac Truce, because he's got two C's in the end, so you wouldn't say it like Truck. Maybe he just can't fucking spell. Maybe he's another one of these brain-dead fucking moron meatheads who just can't spell and actually thinks maybe Truck is spelt with two C's. I don't fucking know. But basically, I guess what we have is then a situation to where Rich Piana starting something with this guy for whatever reason. Who fucking knows at this point? Can anyone even keep up with all these little silly ass beefs in this community? I fucking can't. Popping off at him, telling him, well, let's go outside. And he's busy popping off his mouth and not watching what's going off. I'm going to give you a pro tip there, Rich. I don't know, you probably really shouldn't stand there talking shit to someone when you're within strike range of them and not be paying attention to what's going on. That's why you got popped in the mouth. You weren't paying attention. Now, in your defense, or in Rich's defense, he was still standing after being hit. It didn't knock him down. It didn't really faze him particularly. So he can take a punch. I'll give him that much. Whatever happened after that, it's all subject to rumors and speculations. Everyone's saying, oh, well, he did this, he did that. First of all, as far as a sucker punch thing goes, who the fuck talks about a sucker punch? All right, this is not a boxing match. This is not a sport. There are rules in sports. There's rules in some sort of fighting tournament. There's rules in boxing. But in a real fight, you know what the only rule is? Fucking walk away unhurt, or at least alive. That's the only fucking rule. That's it. That's the only rule to any sort of fight. I don't care whether it's a fist fight, a knife fight, a gun fight. You fucking walk away alive. That's it. That's the only rule. That's it. If you break that rule, then, well, I guess it's over. You broke the rule, you lose. Survive at any cost. So a sucker punch, I don't have a problem with that. Strike first, strike last. Hold nothing back. Now, a lot of people are going to jump up and be like, well, Jason's about to say, I just shot that big ugly son of a bitch. No, actually, I don't know if I would want to deal with the environmental fallout of that. Much as I believe in defending myself with firearms, that's a lot of fucking oil. Can you guys imagine the environmental consequences had this guy pulled out a gun and shot him through one of his arms or his delt? The oil spill out, the synthol spill out would have been an ecological disaster. They're really close to the coastline. It could have ruined up to 100 miles of pristine coastline with all that oil spillage. Obama would have been out there. The UN Environmental Services would have been out there. It would have been as bad as the BP oil spill in the Gulf a few years back. It would have been pretty fucking bad. I wouldn't want that on my conscience. I wouldn't want that on my conscience. Put a bullet through his arm and fucking 50 gallons of oil fucking spill out. Although, I guess the other thing to consider with that would be, since he's also got tons of collagen injections in there, collagen is fiber-like, so maybe it would act like Kevlar, because Kevlar actually slows down pistol bullets by wrapping them in fibers and slowing the twist and stopping them. So maybe all that collagen might do the same thing. So maybe his arms might be actually like bullet resistant. They might have like a level 3A rating or something. I don't know. I wouldn't risk it though. That's just way too much oil to get all over the place. It's just not worth it. Now, all of that being said, the joking on that aside, this is the sort of shit we see in this community, and it's weird that so many people are they love watching it, and they all talk about fighting, and it's just weird ideas in the fitness world by a lot of young boys who think that it's manly to get into fist fights, that it's something that makes you tough. And you know what, guys? It doesn't make you tough. Real men don't fight unless they have to. And if you do have to fight, you make sure the other motherfucker doesn't ever get up. All right? That's what men do. Because if something is worth fighting over, if something is actually worth violence, and very, very few things in this world are truly worth using violence against other people. But when they are, it's all or nothing. And real men understand that. You don't see real men getting in fistfights. All right? Very, very rarely. So these are a bunch of overgrown boys who have their own fucked up ideas about masculinity. And the whole bodybuilding world is full of people like this. That's why you see these ass clowns up here beating each other's fucking brains out at these expos. I mean, how many times has Rich been in conflict, slapping around a mentally handicapped person? Oh, it's just a game. Then he gets sucker punched here. Then he fought some other guy. Did some other guy knock him out? I can't keep up with it. Some MMA fighter or something, I think, knocked him out or something. I don't know. I lost track of all of it. But the thing is, it's these brain dead fucking morons just hitting each other like a bunch of fucking gorillas, a bunch of fucking monkeys. And it's like, I don't know, even that's not true. Because when I think about it, I had an aunt and uncle who had a pet monkey who was more behaved than some of these guys are. So I don't even know if that's fair to call them apes or monkeys when I see monkeys that are better behaved than these dumbass bodybuilders. These big stupid fucking meatheads who are out there beating each other's brains out, not realizing most of them don't have that many brain cells left. They get hit too many more times in the head, they're going to be like vegetables, not be able to speak. But yeah, this industry is full of this shit, and it's almost like you got to wonder, because that's this is all the bodybuilding world and all its bullshit around it at these expos. That's all it's about. It's not about fitness or anything else. It's about the whole bodybuilding world. You know what I think would be more entertaining? I mean, since clearly people enjoy watching the fighting, that's all they want to talk about. That's all they want to hear. Maybe we should just, instead of letting these guys get up on a stage and pose in their panties and rub oil all over their body, I think more people would be entertained by them actually fighting. They'd be more entertained by them actually fighting than watching them oil up. Maybe we could, just so they last longer, put some football helmets on them and give them a baseball bat and let them just throw them in an arena and let them just beat the fuck out of each other. Maybe even let them fight to the death, and we could call it like Fag Wars. Or, I don't know, Guerrilla Gladiators. There we go, Guerrilla Gladiators. Bunch of bodybuilders running around in their fucking thongs with a football helmet, beating the fuck out of each other with baseball bats. That might be entertaining. That might be more entertaining than competitive bodybuilding. At least it would be an actual sport. It would at least be a sport then, because it would actually have a performance element. And hell, we could do like Walking Dead. We don't even need to just use a regular baseball bat. They could wrap it in barbed wire. You can beat the fuck out of each other with that. And then maybe some of them would care about their performance instead of running around saying, oh, I train for the pump. I train for the pump. I don't care about being strong. They might want to actually be fucking strong so they can swing that baseball bat a little harder, take their opponent down better. Yeah, I think that's probably what we need. We could have that at these expos, and then I might actually consider going to one, because all they are right now is people pimping a bunch of fucking supplements and garbage bullshit that doesn't fucking work, and a bunch of fucking ass clowns slapping each other. Slap boxing, sucker punching. No, man, let's throw them at a gladiator ring with fucking football helmets and bats, and they can just beat each other's brains out like the bunch of brain dead fucking morons that they are. I mean, we could kill two birds with one stone, because we could rid the world of some stupid ass fucking people like some of these dumbass meatheads are. Not all of them. There's some of them I like. I'm not going to lie, guys. There are some bodybuilders who are pretty smart who I like. But it's these dumbass meathead types like we're seeing with this shit, with this fight. These dumbass meatheads. I mean, they could get all their aggression out. We could actually turn bodybuilding into a real fucking sport that actually has a performance component, and it might actually be entertaining to someone besides gay men or people with homoerotic fantasies who are in the closet who want to watch men prance around in their panties oiled up. I'm just saying, we have options here. I mean, let's think about this. I want some of the promoters for some of these expos or bodybuilding to stop and think about this. Think about this from a marketing perspective. Expand your market, expand your viewership, because bodybuilding is fucking dead. I mean, literally, the only people who follow it anymore are dudes who are in the closet who can't come to terms with their own, sexuality, which is really kind of sad, man, because we live in a world where people are free to come out and express those things now. But these dudes all stay in the closet, and then they talk about how aesthetic other men's bodies are and shit. I mean, it's pretty fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, so they could expand their fan base from just that to, turning it into something that people might actually enjoy, because it seems like more people watch the videos of the people slapping and hitting each other when these dumbass meatheads beat each other. That seems to be more entertaining to them than the actual bodybuilding element of it. So hey, let's go ahead and just record that. Let's turn that into the actual sport. Let's just get rid of these glorified beauty pageants and just throw them in a fucking arena. Hell, I would watch that. I would actually start watching bodybuilding if they did that. That'd be entertaining. You can watch Rich Piana and Phil Heath beat each other's fucking brains out with a baseball bat. Just think about it. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.